Hello guys, it's me Simo Orahara, and in this video we will delve into a common question among fans. Some fans. Why didn't Ichigo become a captain? What factors stood in the way of Ichigo attaining the rank of captain? But before we start guys, don't forget to support the video with your likes to increase its reach so other fans can see it. And as always, a big thanks to my supporters, either on my channel membership or on Patreon. I appreciate your support guys. It has a great impact on keeping the flow on this channel. First, I'm surprised that such questions exist for Ichigo, because I see some people as if they think that Ichigo's goal is to become a captain in the GOTE 13, and this is something far from Ichigo and his personality. However, let's explore this further. Does Ichigo possess the abilities necessary to become a captain? In terms of strength, the answer is yes, especially in this version of the GOTE 13. We know that any Shinigami can become a captain in 3 ways. The first way involves a test that the Shinigami must pass in front of a committee of 3 people or more, with the captain commander present. And during this test, the Shinigami must demonstrate their ability to release the Bankai. The second way is for the Shinigami to receive nominations from 6 captains and approval from 3 of the remaining 7. The third way involves killing the captain of the Zero Squad of Squad 11. By doing so, the Shinigami not only earns the title of captain but also the title of Kinpachi. So considering these 3 parts, Ichigo possesses the ability to overcome most of them, because first of all, he possesses the Bankai. Secondly, even if we say that he possesses additional power other than his Shinigami power, this is also not a problem, given that the GOTE 13 also have captains who possess additional power, and I'm talking here about the Vizard. Therefore, Ichigo has the potential to pass this exam. And speaking about this test, we don't know the exact details about it. I hope Kubo can reveal some details about it, because I think it's a crucial stage in the life of any captain. As for the second way, I think it's the easiest way that can allow Ichigo to enter the GOTE 13. Due to his good relationship with most of the captains. I mean, if we want recommendations of 6 captains, there is Rukia, Byakuya, Zaraki, Toshiro, Hiraku, Isani. While 3 others gave their approval, there are Kyoraku and Rose and also Soifon. Of course, here I choose the captains of the last version of the GOTE 13. But even if we check the Quincy arc version, it will be the same, because as I said, Ichigo has a very good relationship with everyone. Then there is the third and the final, which seems impossible. But at the same time, just imagining it makes you feel a kind of excitement. I mean, what is the scenario that might make Ichigo want to become a captain by fighting the captain of Squad 11, especially since the current squad leader is Zaraki. This means that the possibility of Ichigo fighting the captain of this squad is possible, but not in the context of Ichigo becoming captain, because, for example, Ichigo previously fought Zaraki at the beginning of the Soul Society arc. Maybe we can use another scenario. We can imagine a scenario where another evil Kinpachi emerges, leading Ichigo to confront and battle this new threat. But in the end, this option is impossible. As we said, Ichigo as a person would not prefer to fight Zaraki in a battle to the death. In addition, Ichigo, as I said, wouldn't even think about being a captain, because this position of leader is not just a title, but rather a responsibility. You will become a captain of a group of officers. You will have barracks, an office where you must review and approve many papers. You will have specific appointments, whether to attend the GOTE 13 meeting or carry out many administrative tasks. Therefore, these things do not suit Ichigo's personality, nor even his age. He's a person who was born as a human. He lived and is living a human life. He has a family, his friends, his life and his dreams. Therefore, he will want to achieve them. Moreover, Ichigo's goal was never to be in a specific position. I mean, we might say that Naruto wanted to become a Hokage and Luffy wants to become the king of pirates. But Ichigo's main goal is to protect others. Perhaps what happened with Ichigo and Rukia in the first chapters of the story explains how Ichigo views such matters. Rukia was trying to force him to take her place as a substitute Shinigami, but on the condition that he complies with all the conditions of the Shinigami. Ichigo explained to her that he won't always be ready to sacrifice his life for a stranger. He would help her because he owed her a debt of sharing her power with him. Later, Ichigo would want to become stronger in order to kill the horrors for his mother. And I can say that at the time Ichigo was saying the story or the conflict between the Shinigami and Hollow in a superficial way, until Aizen's goal appears. Thus, Ichigo's concept of sacrifice or fighting for others, especially the ones he loves, such as his family and friends, reached other dimensions after he discovered his true strength, which that he cannot only become a mere captain, but he can be in the place of Ryu himself. And here is why you can see that such question, why did Ichigo become a captain, looks very small comparing to what Ichigo can be in the future, simply because Ichigo's strength has exceeded this matter. And also, and this is what is important in my opinion, Ichigo's personality is not compatible with the duties of a captain, because there had previously been some attempts to involve Ichigo in such matters, like what Tokinada wanted to do by suggesting that Chiba can be back to the Serity, and that Ichigo, for example, be the head of this family. But Byakuya made it clear to Tokinada that Ichigo wouldn't be interested in such matters, and therefore Ichigo would reject such proposals. And this shows that even characters close to Ichigo have a clear understanding of his personality and desires. And the same thing I can say about Yorichi and Kisuke. When the war between the Shinigami and the Quincy's ended, Kyorako offered the option of Yorichi to return as a captain of Squad 8, but she refused, because the issue of leadership was no longer of interest to Yorichi. And even if this option was also offered to Urahara Kisuke, he would reject that request, not because of Mayuri's presence, but I believe because Urahara now is accustomed to the situation he finds himself in the human world. So he can move freely and without restrictions, he can work whenever he wants, he can do whatever he wants without being under anyone's specific supervision. And this is why we find that many persons prefer to work independently rather than working within an organization where many restrictions are found. And these restrictions are usually in order to limit the power of the Shinigami, so that it doesn't pose harm to the nobles or the Serity in the future. For example, Chisai was going to be put in prison because he used some forbidden Kido, which was one of the big reasons for saving the visor. Also, Room 46 was previously the reason for not completing Zaraki's training with Yamamoto, for fear that he would turn against them. There are many other examples of how the Serity mains think. So Ichigo being a captain would have made him vulnerable to such things. I can say that Ichigo was going to be in a worse path, which is to be in Ryu's place, where he would be sealed inside Crystal, his power would be limited, and he would become just a vassal for the three worlds. That's why it's the best for Ichigo to remain as he is, human but Shinigami at the same time. And then guys, what do you think about this question? What is your answer? Tell me guys your opinions in the comments, and see you in my next video.